Welcome to the iPulse. I'm Veronica Chichovska.
And I am Olivia Doles.
This week, the House Intelligence Committee continued hearings into the impeachment of President Trump. The continuous hearings come after the staff of the Judiciary Committee issued a historical report laying the groundwork to impeach President Trump last Saturday. The document outlines the constitutional terms on what the panel believes to be an impeachable offense. This 55-page document is an improved version of the one that was released during the impeachment proceedings of Richard Nixon. Chairman of the Judiciary Committee, Gerald Nadler, said, quote, "The earlier reports remain a point of reference, but they do not address several issues of constitutional law with particular relevance to the ongoing impeachment inquiry of President Donald J. Trump."
Going now into international news. On December 9th, a New Zealand White Island volcano erupted. Reports say there were around 50 people who were touring the inhabited volcano at the time. The eruption happened at 1:11 p.m. and was filmed by a visitor. During the eruption, there was a thick pump of ash as well as smoke rising. Police say there have been 5 found dead and 23 injured.
Sanna Marin, a Finnish politician, will become the world's youngest prime minister at age 34 after being sworn in on Tuesday. Marin will be replacing outgoing Finnish Prime Minister Anita Rinne, who resigned on Tuesday after the Central Party lost confidence in his handling over the workers' strike.
Alexandria Bilzerian, a reporter based out of Savannah, Georgia, was groped on live television. The incident happened when a runner came up from behind as she was reporting on the in-market Savannah Bridge run and slapped her on the butt. Ms. Bilzerian sent out a tweet on Saturday saying, "To the man who smacked my butt on live TV this morning, you violated, objectified, and embarrassed me. No woman should ever have to put up with this at work or anywhere. Do better."
As the year starts wrapping up, online music streaming service Spotify released their most streamed list of 2019. According to a Spotify press release, Post Malone, Ariana Grande, and Billie Eilish were the most streamed artists of the year. Malone took the number 1 spot with a 6.5 billion streams worldwide, an impressive feat as this is the first time he was included on the list.
Attention all Christmas lovers. There is a local holiday boat parade coming up this Sunday, December 15th in Boca Raton, starting from the Intracoastal Waterway at the C-15 Canal, Boca Raton, Delray Beach city limits. The event will take place from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. There will be food and drinks available for those who would like to attend. Gather all of your loved ones and head down to enjoy the holiday spirit at the boat parade.
Stay tuned for more iPulse coming up.
My name is Curtis Lawson. I started on the assembly line, worked my way up. I was a records clerk, one-on-one computer instructor. My motivation is to always be productive, to make every day better than the last. I felt when I came here, I was adopted into a family, and now I have over 200 brothers and sisters, and the most rewarding part at the end of the day is knowing that you were able to help somebody. Because there's too many words to describe the center, and I can't pick just one. I mean, some would say unity, like I said before, family, camaraderie, love, respect. You can't. This is one of those facilities which you can't. There is no one word.
Hello, I'm Brian Ryder.
And I'm Tendakai Mugabe.
This past Monday, the World Anti-Doping Agency announced that Russia has been banned from entering athletes into international competition until 2025. This ban means that no Russian athletes may compete in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics or the 2022 World Cup as a representative of the country. This ban follows an extensive investigation by WADA, which found the Russian government systematically doping their athletes illegally to maximize their performance. Russian athletes who were found to be clean during WADA's investigation will be permitted to participate in international competition under the UN flag.
In Vanity, Alaska, a woman who was charged with endangering the welfare of a minor when she left her 5-year-old and 18-month-old home alone when the power went out. According to authorities, the 5-year-old carried the toddler almost half a mile in negative 31 degrees weather to safety. When they arrived to a neighbor's home, they suffered from cold injuries, reported the Alaska State Troopers.
Last Thursday, Roy Robinson of Lake Worth credits his Apple Watch with saving his life after having an irregular heartbeat. Robinson was visiting family in Baltimore when he started to feel fatigued. Robinson said, quote, "So I rested and didn't think anything of it. And later that afternoon, the watch started beeping, probably once an hour, saying you're an AFib." After being released from the emergency room, Apple CEO Tim Cook sent Robinson a personal email.
One of South Florida's most recognizable TV personalities and investigative reporters, Michele Gillen, is now suing WFOR TV Channel 4. She has earned 25 prestigious regional Emmy Awards and even traveled to report on the Pope of Europe. Her career fell apart in September of 2016 when she was forced out of the news station. Gillen felt that her work environment was very hostile and felt as if her bosses would mock her. According to the Sun Sentinel, Gillen, who is now 64, recently filed an age and gender discrimination lawsuit against CBS.
Making history on Monday, Netflix finally clinched its first ever Best Picture nomination at the Golden Globes. In total, Netflix scored 17 nominations, the most of any studio. HBO followed behind with 15. This domination underscores the changing Hollywood landscape. As theaters balk at Netflix's shorter theatrical windows for films, critics have embraced the streaming service's content. Netflix's Marriage Story, The Two Popes, and The Irishman were nominated for the drama category, and Dolomite Is My Name earned a nod in the musical or comedy category. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association annual Golden Globe Awards will be presented January 5th.
Talented rapper Juice WRLD, whose music career was starting to blossom, has passed away after suffering a seizure at Chicago's Midway Airport. Juice WRLD, who was traveling from California early Sunday morning, supposedly suffered his seizure while walking through the airport. Witnesses say that he was seen bleeding from his mouth when medical help arrived at the scene. He was still conscious when taken to the hospital, but was soon pronounced dead. Juice WRLD had recently turned 21.
Stay tuned for more iPulse after this.
Welcome to iPulse. I'm Sofia Sokolova.
And I'm Xavier Williams.
Russia will not be featuring in Olympics as they have been handed a 4-year ban from all major sporting events by the World Anti-Doping Agency. This means that Russian flag and the national anthem will not be allowed at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics and the 2022 World Cup. This has been a long-standing case between the doping agency and Russia as it dates back to 2018 when Russia was reinstated to the World Cup.
On Sunday, December 8th, the Miss Universe competition took place with Steve Harvey. This year's reigning queen was Miss South Africa Zozobini Tunsi. She excelled through rounds of swimsuit and evening gown struts along with some questions on social issues. In her last response, Tunsi stated that she grew up in a world where people that looked like her were not considered beautiful. She continued to say that, quote, "I think it is time that stops today. I want children to look at me and I want them to see their faces reflected in mine." End quote. Congratulations, Miss Universe, and all the runner-ups.
American rapper Juice WRLD, whose single Lucid Dreams peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, died on Monday at Midway Airport. Emergency crews responded to the airport about 3 a.m. after a 20-year-old rapper, whose real name is Jared Anthony Higgins, experienced an unknowing medical issue after he took a pill of Percocet, a brain liver drug, according to the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office and the Chicago Fire Department.
On Monday, a New Zealand volcano erupted while tourists were visiting the island, leading up to 5 people being killed and dozens more missing. Many people are wondering why tourists were even allowed on the island in the first place, after scientists have reported a raise in the volcano's activity. According to AP News, New Zealand's Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern has said, quote, "The focus remains on search and rescue mission for now, and all other questions would be addressed later."
The RIA News Service reported Russian and the Ukrainian president made an agreement to transfer gas from Russia to Ukraine. According to RIA Russian News, no other issues such as Crimea or American political elections were discussed.
A critical vote is expecting next week in the push to bring a Brightline train station to Boca Raton. Brightline wants to build a train station and parking garage just east of the Boca Raton Public Library. The Boca Raton City Commission is considering whether to approve a lease agreement to allow the train station and parking garage to be built. Thanks for watching. Today's broadcast is the last of 2019. From everyone at iPulse, we wish you all a great holiday and a happy new year. See you all in 2020.